everywhere.
Welcome
It's
back to
me.
the Chaotic Cuticle Club. This week, we have something very juicy for you. We are talking about whether or not you need to niche down
Yes.
or do it all, how to go about it, when you should do it, if you should even do it, and all that jazz. That is today's topic.
Yes. Why are we all out here offering services we secretly hate for clients and then wondering why we're burnt out?
Yes, absolutely. It is important. I feel like we're both kind of at that stage where we want to do it and we're starting to do it a bit more. So that's on today's agenda. Anyway, before we start, other than being really ill, how's your week been?
You know, right? I'm just tired.
It's been busy. You've had a
Yeah, it
busy
was
couple
busy
of weeks.
last week. I had quite a few days with like 4 or 5 client days, and then had a workshop, which was really nice. I got to meet a lovely lady. She was awesome. Really enjoyed that. I had a really nice few hours with her on Sunday, and she perfected the heart, which was awesome. She's absolutely buzzing about it, so that's good. I love that. Love that for her. And she's had like clients asking for the heart now and stuff. So, yep, that's top notch. Love that. I've got 2 more workshops coming along. I've got one on Sunday with the lovely Danielle, and one on Monday with someone from Black Canvas Society, which is going to be
Amazing.
amazing. Yeah, she's flying up from London, which I'm like,
Wow.
that's a
Wow.
lot of expectation to put on me. Oh my God, I now have the fear. But
It's
yeah,
going to be
people seem
amazing.
to have enjoyed themselves, and then they come along and they sit and go, "Oh my God, why you've got a lot of stuff?" I'm like, I don't think there's that much stuff. And then I always what Casey said to me recently. She's like, because I showed her a video, I shared a video. I was like, oh my God, look at the walls of stuff that this person's got. She's like, yeah, but if yours weren't 4D in each like shelf, then they would be a whole wall of stuff as well.
Yours would like go around the entire room.
Yeah. Yeah. But people come in and they're like, do you actually use it all? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I got rid of stuff. I got rid of a load of stuff. I sent a lot of stuff over to Karina for it to be distributed amongst all the people that had been struggling after the whole building burnt down in Glasgow. And I
hmm
sent, I think, 85% of all my nail order stuff to them because it was still good. It's still like pretty much brand new. So
hmm
I think I'd only swatched about 50% of them. So,
hmm
yeah. So stuff I didn't use has now gone out here. Yes, for anyone needing to know, yes, I do use pretty much 90%, which is insane. But people get different things on fingers, and
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, yeah. So I tell you what, I've been using loads of is this little set. This this little set.
Oh, is that the one? That's the ones that came in all the little syringes, isn't it? That you
Yeah,
posted on
they're
your
really
story.
cute.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, I've just tipped a box over. My issue is I run out of storage space because of my love of boxes. Oh my God,
Yes.
it's all falling over. It is the Miss Pink nail stuff. And they come in these little syringe things.
I love
They're so
that.
cute. But
That's so cute.
and they're not like there's still like more than half left in each
Yeah,
thingy.
yeah.
So you
Well,
just put them in when you need it.
love that. Are they quite thick? Are they quite thick?
Yeah,
Is
but
it like
not
a, it's like
too
an art gel?
yeah, but not too
Okay.
thick. Though there's a
Okay.
couple like I wouldn't say the white and the black aren't the most like I wouldn't use them just on their own like for a French or anything. But they're good
Okay.
for like blending with other colours.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, really. But
Nice.
use them
Nice.
loads. They're very nice. Very nice. Anyway, sorry, carry on. How's your week?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good week. I've had another 2 new clients, so it's the ball is rolling.
Right.
We're getting there. Yeah, no, they were both lovely. Did some cool art on one, the arty client that we spoke about last week. She came, had a lot of fun. I did a full set of dual forms on her. So that was
Oof.
like my first full set on a person. So it took me a while, but they came out really nicely. And she was like, she'd never seen them before, so she was like, "Oh, this is different." So yeah, I've been very much enjoying playing with those.
You like
Uh,
them?
I love them. Yeah, I really love them. I still need to work on them, but really love them. Even though it's a longer process for me at the moment, I personally prefer them to full cover tips because you know me, I'm not a massive fan of full cover
Yeah,
tips. They just never, they just never look as nice as I want them to. Um, Whereas I feel like with the dual forms, it looks so natural and like they grow out, like they're at the cuticle is where I always struggle. Like a
yeah,
lot of times when my full cover tips grow out, they look like they're stuck on,
yeah,
which I know is a me issue. But yeah, so that's if anyone wants extensions now, dual forms will be my go-to as opposed to full cover tips. Um, unless they're wanting like a one-off for like an event, because then
yeah,
obviously like the hard gel's a bit, with it being sort of file off, it's better for people that are going to come regularly. But yes, I'm very excited to have it in my arsenal, as they say.
well,
um,
I'm really, I can't wait to get my hands. I've got jewel forms. Can I find them? No. Do I know where I've put them? No. But I've got jewel forms, but I think the sandwich ones look amazing. I think they're
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like,
they're like just it's just all so smooth when you pop them off. You're like, oh, that's very
I love
pretty.
that. I love that.
Oh, the snap
Yeah,
it is so satisfying. Uh, I wanted to take a video of it, but because it had taken me like quite a long time and we had a lot of art to do, I didn't do any recording because I didn't want to kind of hold up the process.
yeah,
But yeah, it's going well. I've got some art going on this week as well, so that's exciting. You know me, I love a bit of art.
yeah,
Um, got some Easter nails tomorrow, which I'm very excited about.
yeah.
Um,
Awesome.
but yeah, it's good. It's good to be getting new clients and kind of getting that validation that it's gonna happen. It's happening. Yeah, they've all enjoyed it. They've all wanted to rebook, so
That's amazing. I'm so pleased with you.
we're heading in the right direction again.
So pleased. I knew, but it's only been a month since you've like
I
reopened.
know, I know. Yeah, I know. And it like obviously it took me a lot longer than that in Benfleet to get the ball rolling. So I know that I just have to be patient, but it's just like
You're doing
it's
great.
hard, isn't it? It's hard.
It is.
Um, so yeah, that kind of brings us on to today's topic about
Yeah.
do we need to specialize? Do we need to niche down? And if we do, how do we do it?
Well, I suppose because you've got that expectation when you first qualify. So you should
Yes.
offer everything and you get like the pressure
Hmm.
from social media and other nail techs and courses and clients of saying like, oh, can you just do this? Or can you just try this? And as a beginner, you're like, well, yes, I have to do everything because then I'm not going to get
Hmm.
booked. Because if I say no,
Hmm.
nobody's going to come to me.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's hard. And I mean, I
Yeah.
know at the very start, I kept getting asked for things that I thought were pure wank. I hate
Yeah,
them.
like I don't want to do that.
Like I
Yeah,
didn't.
you like you say,
Yeah.
it's hard, and there's a lot of pressure. I feel like the sort of niche down conversation is it's very like it's a buzzword, isn't it? There's so many people talking about it and saying like you really have to do it, like you can't be successful without doing it. Um, yeah, I think both are true in their own
Yeah.
way, which obviously we're going to talk about. I mean, personally, like I feel like in the beginning, like the beginning, it is something that you just don't shouldn't be thinking about
Yeah.
because I do think in the beginning it is good to do it all
Because how are you
because
going to know what you like?
yeah, that's how you know what you like, what you don't like, what you're good at, what you struggle with. And obviously, in the beginning, it is about building your skills. It is about, perfecting your application and getting the confidence and just building up clients and things like that. So I would definitely say in the beginning, forget about it. Like it's not what you need is bums on seats and practice. You need practice and you need to find what you love. And the only way to do that is to offer it all
Yeah.
and is to just
And I do feel like you need to get the experience in there of different people, different things. Because yes, you might love something,
Mhm.
but that's not to say that everyone in your local area is also going to love them.
Yes. Mhm. Mhm.
Because there's a niche for, say, cat eye stuff.
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean everybody, I mean, they're wrong, but that doesn't mean everybody around wants that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah. That's
just
it. You have to get to know what clients like too, because
yeah,
at the end of the day, like for me, what I would love in the future is to I want to get into character stuff more. But that is I feel like you that's something that's very hard to niche down with because there isn't a huge market for it, especially like if you're looking at like a local pool of people. It's not something that everybody wants.
yeah.
So
And
some, like you say, some things are harder to kind of niche down to because they're also there has to be that balance of there has to be a market for what you want to do, otherwise you're not going to make any money.
exactly. I think with character art especially is that yes, in some areas people will pay good money for that and travel for it,
Hmm.
but that you need to be able to balance it with doing all like other sets. Yeah, maybe really
Yes,
arty sets, but to be able to like really like make a living from it, it is
yes,
important to be able to like kind of have the two things there. And also niching down just means like it means you're limiting yourself in a way
yes.
because how are you going to find other things that you love to do?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I think like we've said before in the beginning, experimenting is the best thing you can do. Whether it's on clients or whether you're just playing around on swatches and stuff like that, you want to learn how to do a variety of different things so that you can market yourself, you can show off your skills, you can figure out where maybe you're not as great and you might want to work on it or you might want to just not do it. So yeah, doing everything in the beginning is important, I
Yeah,
think.
that exposure alone
Hmm.
makes you a
Yeah.
better
And
tip in the long.
it can just add stress, like the whole conversation of like listening to that outside noise of like you have to niche down, you have to do this, like the thing you've got to realize, nails, like you're doing nails, that's already like a bit like that's your area, like you don't need to, yeah, yeah. And you don't want to limit yourself in the beginning because you will hold yourself back in the beginning at least.
Mhm. You're not going to get the bums in the seats that you need to get the
Hmm. Hmm.
experience and the speed and like just to really work out your flow and stuff. But
Yes.
it's very much it's very easy to get caught in the trap of doing 5 tips and being like, oh my God, I managed to do that. Like we were talking about before. Um, oh, I've done these 5 and that didn't take me that long. But what you
Hmm.
aren't factoring in is people with different kinds of nails, people with different bases, people with lifting that you're having to work with, people with things that like a broken nail that you're having to repair, different kinds of gel and trying to work out what's going to be best for each person before you even work on your art or if you even want to add art, you have to
Hmm.
make sure that all of this base stuff's done before you go on to do anything else. Whereas on tips and stuff is you're not doing
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
So to be
Yeah.
able to do that,
It is a different experience
yeah,
working on
working
people.
on people that breathe, just people
Yeah.
breathing or touching their phone
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah, talking.
or
That's it. Getting fluff on the nails from the bloody
yeah,
jumper or something
yeah,
like that. Like there's a lot of things that sort of come up that you don't experience when you're doing a
mhm.
practice hand or a swatch stick.
Yeah, and when you've got the freedom of time to be able to just like have a go and try things out, it's amazing because you find what you love and that's great.
Hmm.
But to get people coming into your chair going, "But I sent you inspo, but actually I found this one instead. I want to do this one instead, and having to pivot on the spot and being able
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
knock that out in a speed that which you feel comfortable at,
Hmm.
you're not going to get any faster. You're not going to really improve if you're only doing a very simple like look that you or not a simple look but a look that you've decided that you're niching down into at first because
Yes.
it's just not going to give you the exposure and the experience.
Hmm.
Sorry, my
Hmm.
words are
Yeah.
fucked
Yeah, I
today.
mean, like, in order to grow and get better, you have to do things that are outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah, which is
You
horrible.
have to do things that you're not comfortable with or not sure about in order to get better. Like you say, if you only stick to what you want to do and what you're good at, then you're gonna kind of get a bit stagnant in the end.
Yeah, but on the flip side if you do niche down as soon as possible, you're not going to be forgettable to people. You're going to be
Mhm.
memorable because you're not just going to be good at everything. You're going to be good at this one thing, and you're going to be known for this one thing, which means being bookable. And it's
Mhm.
easier to market yourself, and it's higher pricing because you can justify, well, I am just a
Mhm. Mhm.
specialist at this XYZ. So there is that kind of there's that dichotomy in that you're not sure which one's best to go for at
Mhm.
first.
Mhm.
So there is like both flip sides
Yeah. Yeah.
in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard.
Mhm. Mhm.
But I do feel in the very beginning, you should just do everything that you can because that makes sure you realize what you actually enjoy doing, what your clients want. The clients that you're getting coming back every 3 to 4 weeks,
Mhm. Mhm.
what are they wanting? And is
Yeah.
that something you enjoy? Because you don't you don't need to be the best at everything, but you do need to find out what you're going to be the best at.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Absolutely. I would say for like at least the first 6 months, the
Yeah.
best advice is to just play around, do a bit of everything, and then start to think about this
Well, how would we discover our niche?
conversation. What do you like doing?
Yeah.
For me,
I mean,
that's
I
the
love
easiest
lying
thing
in
to think
bed.
about. What what you've got to remember when you're thinking about niching down is it is your business. It needs to work for you. And as much as we've said you need to figure out what clients like and stuff like that, there is a point at which if what your clients are getting and what the clients that you currently have, if they don't align with what you want to do, that's when you need to start looking at your marketing and how you kind of putting yourself out there in order to change that and get some different types of clients in. But for me personally, niche down to what you enjoy, because if you don't, you will end up hating your business and not enjoying your job. And that's not why any of us got into this. Like, the reason that we want to build our own business is because we want to do a job that we love and that we enjoy and that doesn't feel like work. You know, we're not waking up dreading it, we're waking up excited for it. Yes, you're going to have bad days, of course, but overall, you want it to be more like, I love this job.
Yeah.
Because if you're self employed, especially, you need passion to get you through it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if you don't have that passion, it will very quickly become overwhelming and just not worth the hassle and the stress
Yeah.
that you're dealing with. So again, that's why it's important to focus on everything so that you're like, oh, okay, I really like doing that. I don't like doing that. Because it could be that you love art. You want to specialize in art. I guess kind of, well, I can't speak for both of us. I know you do a lot of art, but like for me, that is where I want my focus to be more. Um, do you hate art? Are you either not particularly great at it or you just don't enjoy doing it? Do you want to go down more of like the clean girl kind of
Like
perfect prep,
beautiful. Yeah.
beautiful plain builder sets? Do you
Do you know what?
really
I
enjoy
bloody
doing
love to do
X?
that. I
Yeah.
would bloody love to do.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
something very like it looks beautiful when it's done like beautifully. It looks like even being an arty person myself, there's some sets I do and I'm like, I don't want to put art on that. That
Yeah.
looks amazing. Like I
I
have nailed that.
I just sometimes I'm like, do you know what? That just looks nice. Can we just top coat that?
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
just
yeah,
looks
yeah.
lovely. And people are like, oh, that's
Hmm.
lovely. And I'm like, okay, let's top coat. And they're like,
Yeah.
nah.
Like it looks lovely, but I know I'm gonna get bored of it.
Oh,
Then do you love doing like XL nails and all you want to do is extensions? Are you the complete opposite? Do you just want to work on natural nails? Do you just want to do overlays? Do you just want to help people grow their nails? Um, Things like that. It's
like,
all all of these things are things that you can think about niching down to.
yeah. Like, what do your clients compliment you on the most about your work?
Yeah,
That's an
yeah,
important one.
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
say? Like, what do you save on Instagram or Pinterest or TikTok?
Hmm.
What kind of art looks do you save to go, ah, I'd love to do that one day? Like, what do
Hmm.
you sit
Hmm.
and do for fun
Yeah,
instead
yeah, yeah.
of
Hmm.
something else? Like, what can you do faster than other things as well? Because the things that we enjoy, we'll end up doing faster because we enjoy it and we practice and we're good
Mhm.
at it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like these are the things that are going to make you money as well. So if you're good
Yes.
at something, you're faster at something, you're complimented more on something. And then sometimes you can niche by accident. Like
Yeah.
you can
Yeah. Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
fall into it just because some clients have come in and they're like, oh my God, I love that. And then other clients have seen it and then it just snowballs from there. So it's,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
So like,
Mhm.
remember, if you hate doing it now, you're going to really fucking hate doing it 5 times a day, 5 days, 6 days
Yes.
a week.
Yeah. 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 That's it. You
Right.
don't want to end up specializing in something that you don't enjoy.
No. Can we discuss the
It's-
fact that everyone has been coming in asking me for French recently, and I am at this point in
Yeah,
my
I don't understand why this flurry of French is happening to you.
don't know, but I'm
Because I guess like
sick of it.
for me, even though I haven't like niched down like really specifically, I have in ways of like understanding what sort of clients I want, who I want to help, and I have cut out French. Like that I guess has been my first kind of step to really honing in on something I don't want to do.
Yeah,
Um, because again, it's your business. If you don't want to do something, don't feel pressure to do it.
that's the thing, is that I don't mind a couple of French as part of like an art
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Full
Yep.
beans, love that for us. Perfect. Full 10 French. No.
No.
Even with a little bit of art on the top. No, no. Stop it. Now, I'm not your person. Stop asking me for it. That's my rant of
Tell
the
him.
day.
Tell him. And I think the other thing that's important to like say is if you do niche down, it like it's not forever. Like you
Yeah.
can change.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can change. You know, you can pivot your business at any point. Like
This is what
if you decide you
evolution
want,
is.
yeah, yeah, that's it. If you decide you want to do it and then you start to do it and you like it doesn't work or you don't enjoy it, you can always change your mind.
Yep. Exactly.
Nothing is set in stone. You can grow and you can change and you can evolve.
Yeah. And the best thing to do is to design your services around like your energy, your skill set, and your time.
Yes.
Like, not what clients ask for, not what other techs are saying to do, not what trends say, like you, because it's your business. I was listening to Alex at the nail
Mhm.
order event. He was talking about how he stopped offering everything and he literally just told his clients, this is what I'm offering now. And he didn't lose very many clients. He kind of, and he gained even more and gained loads of popularity and stuff.
Mhm.
But that still gives me the fear.
Hmm.
So I'm like,
Would you say like when you think about like this question specifically, like do you want to niche down?
for me,
Yeah.
the problem is that I love cat eye. We all know that I
Yes.
love cat eye stuff. It's something that I particularly enjoy. I find very satisfying. I'm fast at it. I'm quite good at it. Which makes me feel a bit sick saying that, but it's something that I know how to use. I know the science, therefore, if I know the science and I know the why, then I can do the how. Um, but I also love doing quite arty sets.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I still have that in me, but I can't do them 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, all day, every day. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
it's not for
Yeah.
me. But on the other hand, I love a plain, like a really plain set, but
Mhm.
not
Mhm.
really plain color or anything, just like a really plain. Like I love a syrupy color. I don't like flat, opaque colors. I feel
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
they're a
just
bit
like a
too
full cover,
tapexy.
one color
Yeah,
gel polish.
they're
Mhm.
too, like, don't get me wrong, I love a red, I love a brown, I love a navy. All of those, beautiful. But for anything lighter than that, I like a syrup
Mhm.
color. I find lighter colors, they're not for me. I like them to be syrupy and juicy and dimensional. That's
Mhm.
my whole
Mhm.
thing. I like that kind of dewiness. Otherwise,
Mhm.
they just look too much like Tipp-Ex to me and it gives me the bulk inside my heart.
Mhm.
And when people keep coming and saying, "Oh, I want this like baby pink," I'm like, I'm about to put your head through a wall.
Mhm.
Like, let me do a syrupy, juicy color, and you'll
Mhm.
see the fact that your nails actually look edible and beautiful. And I just, I'm not a big fan of like the solid pastel colors. They give
Yeah.
me the ick inside my heart. That's not to say other people don't do them beautifully, because they do, but it's not me. It's not my vibe at all. So basically, my niche is like clean, syrupy juiciness, arty cat eye, which is still a very broad range of things. And I do, it's not that I want to do any kind of characters, but I like scenes and like meadowy scenes and
Mhm.
things. Sorry, a stretch is coming on and I can't stop it. I'm really sorry.
It
Oh my
looks very
God.
satisfying. The way you like talking and just like
Oh, it's so good. I could feel it when I moved my arm. My whole body went, "You're stretching now."
I saw it happen. Oh, brilliant.
Listen. Oh, that was nice though. It's because every bone inside me hurts. I don't understand why everything hurts so much. So when a stretch is cut, because I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're
I
good.
saw the moment at which your body was like, no, we're stretching. It was brilliant.
Anyway, so that's my kind of niche. And although it's still very broad, it's still quite narrow in the sense that I don't really. No, it's still quite broad. It's quite broad. There. I was like, what don't I offer? No, it's just fucking French. But then here I
Yeah.
am still doing fucking French. So yeah.
Like, what what would you say you like struggle with to is it
French
just because you do enjoy doing it all? Yeah, but what holds you back from just saying I don't do it then?
because I like money.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean that brings us on to another point is like do you like I guess there is that fear of not well because that's like why I didn't do it for a long time is like you don't especially because I'm not fully booked and I'm not where I want to be in terms of like the amount of clients that I have. There is that fear of like I don't want to say no to anybody
Yeah, I still have that. That's what.
because I don't have enough people to say no to.
Yeah.
Um But I guess for me, it also comes down to like if I'm not good at something, I don't want. I'm gonna say my reputation as if like I have one, yeah.
There you go. But yeah, you're right. You'll
But
lose
I
money.
I worry about like offering a service that isn't up to standard
Yeah.
that then kind of gives the potential for me to gain a bad name that my
Yeah.
work isn't good enough
Yeah.
as well and that would then backfire and not make me money too.
Or you start attracting the wrong clients.
That fear that niching down can backfire.
Yeah. That's my worry, is that I will lose a lot of my clients.
Hmm.
Like
Hmm.
if I say no to something, I'll lose a lot of clients.
But you would gain better ones.
But would you? That's the thing. Would I? By just being like, nah, I don't want to do that. Like that's I think that's the fear. That's
I feel
what
like maybe just going, no, I don't do that. It's maybe not the best way to market. Like I suppose it comes down to the way you market yourself.
yeah, and I am quite a blunt little bean in the fact that I will just be like, yeah, nah, nah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
used to be all apologetic and everything. And then I kept watching that lady that I can't remember her name, but she's got like the black hair and like she's Southeast Asian, I think, black hair, blue eyes, piercing blue eyes, does loads of work with, is it PLA? I can't remember. And she just sits with a face like that the whole time going, no. And I'm like, I need to be more you. I can't think who she is.
That is me.
Yeah. And I've become quite like, yeah, nah, that looks like ass. We're not doing that. That
Yeah.
kind of vibe. So, but I will tell people if something's going to look like ass, I'll tell them it's going to look like ass.
Yeah.
Like you
I
can't,
love that about you.
but like
See,
it's the,
even though I'm more like, I'll tell people I don't do certain things, I would never have the confidence to, like, if someone shows me an art picture and that's what they want, like, even if I just think that's shit, I would just still do it
absolutely not.
because
No,
that's
because
what they want.
that's my work that's going to go out there, and I'm going
Yeah.
to like have to show people because I take photos of everything, even if it's a shitty French. I'll take photos and put it out there. Do you know what? If someone can teach me how to do the most perfect French, I will happily do French. If someone just teaches me it, do you know what? I'm going to niche. I know Karina's going to niche. She does an amazing French. I know that Shan's going to niche. I'm going to talk to them. There. That's I'm going to get them to teach me how to do just in French. But if if something's if someone comes to me and they're like, oh, I want this and this merged together. Like, for instance, I've had 4 images sent to me for a client that I've got this week. Oh, some of them are AI, but they're all on long nails and long nail tips. This person has got the shortest nails you will ever see and has them as
Mhm,
short
mhm.
as humanly possible. I cannot achieve a full ombre of 3 different colors with art on top on on a centimeter square.
Yeah.
It's not, I can't do that. It's
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
look like
it
that.
won't look the
So I
same.
have said
Mhm.
to her, I like these colors. We're going to have to rework it for short nails for the art
Yes. Yeah,
style.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I don't really like some of the art style, but I'll do it because it's what she loves. But it's not gonna look the same because you don't
Mhm,
have
mhm.
2-inch long stilettos.
Yes.
Like, bring common sense into it.
Yeah.
And I will be quite blunt and just be like, that's not, but purely because I used to be like, yeah, we can totally do that. Hate myself repeatedly
Mhm, mhm,
doing it because I can't achieve this thing on this lens onto this. I can't condense this into this.
mhm, mhm.
Purely because you can't fit a galaxy into an atom.
Yeah. Of course, it's a science reference. I love that. I love that.
Technically, you can
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
fit
yeah, yeah.
it into that
And
kind
I
of size.
think, like, that is like, it's important to help clients understand that, like, there are limitations to
Yeah,
things, like,
I'm
because
just
you
maybe a
don't
little more
want them
blunt.
you don't want them having this picture in their head, and then you're like, it looks totally different. Like, you have to let them know that,
Yeah.
like, we can do that, we can use that as inspiration, but it's gonna need a lot of kind of simplifying in
Yeah.
order to work for you.
And
Um,
doing a busy design on a short nail, I love designs on short nails. I love
yeah,
art
yeah,
on
yeah,
short
yeah.
nails.
Mhm.
Fucking love it. But it has to be simplified because if you try and make a short nail super busy with loads of art, it's just going to be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
too
yeah,
much.
yeah, it won't stand out.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah, it'll
stand out.
just
It
kind of
doesn't.
all be jumbled.
Yeah. So the best, I mean, I know I'm quite blunt because my clients are used to me being quite blunt. If it's a new person, I will be a lot more gentle with them. Like, but as soon as they get to know me within like the first appointment, then I'm just like, yeah, that's going to look like ass. Do you want me just to do my thing? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, okay, that's fine then. We'll take, but that's in my policies. In that is that you can show me inspo, but you're not going to get a carbon copy. It's going to have my spin on it. It's going to have my kind of design preferences, or you're paying me as the artist to create something for you. I'm not I'm not a carbon copy place. I'm not a walk into a salon and walk out an hour later with a carbon copy. I am
Yes.
someone that'll look at it and be like, okay, let's work with that. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can take out because that's going to look too busy, or I can't bloody do that. Or it's
Mhm.
it works both ways, and I feel that that's how I've kind of not niched down, but I've become relatively enclosed in my sort of boundaries. In that, like, I know what my
Yeah.
boundaries are, and recently I've not been pushing them because I've been a lazy cow. Actually, no, I've
Mm.
been doing 3D stuff, so that's pushing a boundary.
I think like what you like when you was talking about that, like that is niching down in a way. It's like not in terms like because like niching down doesn't have to mean like you only do like one specific thing, but you've niched down in a way of like you know what your art style is.
Yeah,
And you will put that spin on it, like you say, like you won't do an exact replica, you will do it the Susie way. That is kind of what you've got your own style, which is, you know, that's in, like we're saying, you don't have to niche down like so far as to say like I only do this one thing.
yeah.
Like you can just have your own style about you, or your own preferred way of creating something, and that is enough. Because even that in itself, like you said at the beginning, like niching down is about kind of you being able to market yourself as like specializing in a certain way, or becoming an expert in what you offer. And you have done that in that way of like you found your style, you found the way that you like to work.
I
And
would,
I think in the context of like this subject of do you need to niche down, I like for me personally, that's enough.
yeah. I mean, I know I have specialised in cat eye. That's what I specialise in. If people don't want that, again, they're wrong. But that's my specialisation. That's where my fun and joy lies the most.
Mhm.
Other art stuff, yeah, I really enjoy it, but I don't want to do it every single set. Cat eye, I want to do every single set. I want to do that every day in, day out, everybody. I want to play with it all the time. It brings me so much joy. The other art, fine, but like niching down is also knowing what drains you and what lifts you up. So
Mhm. Mhm.
it's something like I've stopped doing level 3 and 4 art in the evenings. I just won't do
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
My last appointments, you're not allowed 3 or 4 art. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
knackered by then. I can't do it. I am absolutely puggled. It's not happening. Because my brain just can't take it. Because if I've got 2 heavy art people during the day and you want me to do it in the evening, I can't string a sentence together. I can't make you feel like the way that you would feel normally. So that in its sense is niching down my service. You don't have to niche down in a specific art style. You can niche down your service
Mhm. Mhm.
levels that you offer throughout the day to match your energy. And I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
important.
that's it. Because you understand yourself and where your work's not going to be at the level you want it to be for that specific service at that time of day. So yeah, I guess it's like not niching down as such, but it's building a business around you
Yeah, which
and kind
feels
of
important.
making your business work for you
Yeah. Like
is a better way to look at it.
I feel like, see, with you with your Joe forms, and you're like, I don't like full cover tips, but I feel
Hmm.
like this is a service to niche into because you're loving the Joe forms. You really like the finish. And it's not a niche, but it is a niche, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like it's
Hmm. Hmm.
something that you would specialize in. So, say you don't want to do acrylic, that's fine. Some people are
No,
just
I
acrylic.
don't do acrylic.
Yeah, but some people are just
Yeah,
acrylic.
yeah.
They
Hmm.
master that and people go to that for that mastery. Some people just do natural nail overlays. That's fine. That's your lane that you want to be in. That's cool because you found out that that's what brings you more joy. Awesome sauce. I want to get into acrylic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trained in it and I want to do acrylic.
Hmm.
Well, bothers me, nevertheless. But that's, I think people confuse your niche as just being like an art style when actually it can be your
Yes.
base level. It can be how your business works. Do you only
Mhm.
work
Mhm.
weekends? Do you work
Yeah.
late into the night? Like, is that, you have to remember that it's not just about art style. It's
No,
about
no,
absolutely
it's the
just,
whole business. I see some people like I don't allow children in my space. I see some salons, like other people that like have young children, that obviously understand more about kind of that. They have like a little play area in
yeah,
their salon so that you can bring your children. Like that could be your niche of like like offering services for busy mums that needs sort of a space to bring their children and that it can be any part of your business. Like we said at the beginning, like this niche down thing has become like this buzz thing of like people being you have to do this, you have to do that. You don't. You have to do what works for you.
that,
So for like I guess like as we're sort of discussing this personally, do you need to niche down? No, you don't.
you don't have
You
to.
don't need to. If you want to, absolutely.
But
But a niche doesn't have to be like this big. It can
no,
be a broader thing. Like I don't do acrylic. I've never done acrylic. I'm not trained in acrylic. I don't want to do acrylic. Therefore, I am a gel nail tech. That in itself can be niche enough. If that's all you like, if you want to offer acrylic or you like, if you only want to offer one or the other, that's niche enough. You don't then have to say, well, I only do acrylic and I only want to do like level 3 nail art. If you want to, fine, but you don't have to niche it down to be like so specific if you don't want to.
yeah. It's like I feel like a niche for a nail tech artist is very much like a Venn diagram and it overlaps in some areas and then other
Yeah,
areas like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
external from that. And
Absolutely.
that's okay. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to just fit into one box. There's
Mhm.
lots of
Mhm.
boxes.
Mhm.
Like,
The thing is as
remember
well,
the
like
film Seven? Your head can fit in a box, your hand can fit in a box, your foot can fit.
I think like as like a lot of people that get into this industry as well, like we tend to be
Sorry.
are you gonna have a moment? Are you
That
gonna
just
need
made
a
me
minute?
laugh.
We tend to be like creative types of people.
Yeah.
And therefore, like I
Well,
feel if I niche down too far, she's off. She's off. We're gonna need to pause.
this is why
Okay.
I hang out alone
Breathe.
quite often because
Breathe.
I made myself laugh like this about the most inappropriate things. Oh my God.
Um, I feel like if I niche down too far, that would also like because I am a creative person, I do like to do different things. I do like to have variety. I don't want to get bored of doing like the same thing. So sometimes like if I did niche down too far, that could also lead to you losing your passion for it. Because part of the passion is the creativity. It is the doing the different things. It is the experimenting, the playing, the learning new things. Like
Yeah.
that like I said last week about having like that opportunity to just sit and play like
Yeah.
that's what makes me fall in love with it again. So I would hold my own creativity back in a way if I was to just say I only do this one thing.
Yeah. I was listening to that episode and it really made me like sit back and reflect. But and I know like I was part of the episode, but that's not the point. I don't remember anything. But
Susie
it was
forgets by Saturday what she said.
I forget by now. I've like said stuff. I'm sitting here thinking I've just ranted for ages, but I can't remember what about. Yeah, it made me reflect on the fact that actually I just like to sit and create sometimes to find new things that I
Mhm,
want
mhm.
to do. And that's
Yeah.
important as a creative to be able to have that outlet. You maybe don't offer it
Mhm,
to clients at first, but it could be something that you maybe want to branch out into. I think this that leads on really well to like how can we facilitate like a practical shift to do these things? Like what are the practical steps to if we want to niche, if we don't want to niche, things like that. Yeah, to be able to practice and play and find out
yeah,
what we
yeah,
like.
that's it. Play around, enjoy it. Like just like I know Shan spoke about this like when we was talking about like advice for beginners. It's like just throw yourself into it fully, like try everything, try have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's how you find what you love. And I guess for me thinking about it now, it's not so much about like whether I want to niche down and whether I should niche down, but just focus on as long as you take out the things you don't like,
Yeah.
that's enough. Like because you just yeah, for me, just as long as I've taken French out of the equation, I'm fine. Um, but if you hate doing extensions, just don't do them. That is enough of like tailoring your business and niching down. You don't have to go too far with it. Just
Mm.
if there's something you don't want to do, don't do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I was going to say was like with the practical shift, like what can we do this week to like facilitate this? And like, so remove one service that you hate or quietly phase it
Yeah.
out. I'm taking
Mhm,
French out of all of my stuff. Like, I'm not going to say I don't do French, but it's being removed from my nail tiers. Like, I'm
mhm,
just going to
mhm.
remove it. And I might put out a story just reminding people that French can be part of an art set, or I might just put it into my policy things. But French can be part of an art set, but not as I don't do a full
Yeah.
10 French. I'm
Mhm.
just not doing.
Yeah,
It
mine
makes
is
me sad.
mine is very clearly there now in every single tier description. It says, and in my policies that they have to agree to, it's in my Instagram. I do not do 10 French. If you want 10 French, I am not the person for you. I will do one or two as part of a design, as part of a bigger look with some bits over it or whatever, but 10, no.
But one practical thing to do is highlight one thing that you want more of in your content from your clients.
Mhm, mhm,
Put in your
mhm.
stories. This is I want to try this. Does anyone fancy it?
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Post things that reflect where what you want to do, not exactly where you are at the moment. So look at future you and be like, future me wants to do this, and then
Mhm,
get someone to come in and do it. If you say to someone, I'll give you 10% off. Let me do this.
mhm. Hmm.
Like, remember you did
Yeah.
your content sets and they worked brilliantly.
Yeah, the Christmas ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, they went well. Yeah, I think just even if it's like something as small as, like you say, just putting it out, just putting the feelers out there for people to know that like this is what you enjoy doing. Or like I've noticed sort of a shift in the people that are inquiring, because I have become a lot more intentional with my content and actually trying to highlight what I'm good at and what I want to do. If there's things that like you don't enjoy doing, but you're not at that stage where you're ready to like cut it out completely because you're worried about losing clients or whatever, you don't have to specifically state that you're not doing it anymore, but don't post it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop posting.
Don't post the things that you don't want to do, because then you're kind of quietly just, when a new person lands on your page or wherever you're kind of like marketing yourself, they're more likely to get your vibe. They're more likely to think, oh, okay, well, like if they don't see any pictures of their preferred style, they might still book in, they might still inquire with you, of course, but you're not putting yourself out there as that kind of person. So
Yeah.
just try and make sure that the content that you're putting out is focused on what you want to do, even if you're not ready to specifically say, I don't do that. And if people inquire and you're happy to do that service, do it. Is there a cat in your jumper?
Yeah, there is, sorry. He likes being in my jumper.
Oh my God. Yeah, just
Oh,
tailor.
he's coming out. He likes being in my jumper. Sometimes he
That's, I'm
comes
gonna
in
have
my
to make that
arms.
into a short. I'm gonna have to make that into a short. That was brilliant. Um,
He releases himself through my arm. Yeah.
oh, that would have been even funnier. Yeah. If you're not ready to cut certain things out, then that make that one step that you do this week. Just don't post content about it. Focus your content on what you do want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to Casey.
Because over time, what you put out there on your social media and how you market yourself, it will influence the kind of people that book with you.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Definitely. I always like when I put out cat eye stuff, I always get more people being like, "Oh, I want cat eye." And I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
why are you coming? Like, why would you be coming here not for that? See, when people
Mm.
come and they're like, "Oh, I don't want cat eye," I'm like, "Why are you here?"
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's it. Because you like market yourself as like what you want to be. And then when people come, you're like, what made you look at my page and think I was the person for you? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't I don't understand it.
So, yes. So the takeaway is here, do what you want to do.
Yeah. It's taken us an hour to
You know,
say just do whatever the fuck you want to
I mean,
do.
yeah. But
You do you, boo.
well, but the takeaways are, yes, you can niche down. I wouldn't niche down immediately because you need to learn. You need to kind of go through that whole heap of fire of like the
Mhm,
whole
mhm.
like trial by fire of just starting out. Do that, just about like cry sometimes because it's all like very overwhelming, and then work out from there. What do you enjoy doing? What's the main
Mhm.
things? What do you want to do? Like, and if there's things you don't like to do, just sack them off. You don't have
Yeah.
to do it. Just sack them off.
We probably just confused the shit out of everyone. 'Cause we're
Yeah, no.
like, do you need to do it? Yes, you do. No, you don't. But it's like anything. I know we've said this about many topics that we've discussed. Stop listening to other people.
Yeah,
That's the main thing to take away from it, is stop listening to all the outside noise. Stop listening to influencers and all of these kind of people that tell you what you should do.
and
What you
company.
should do is listen to yourself. What
Yeah,
the only thing you should do is what is right for you.
yeah. Don't be listening to companies telling you what you should be doing. Obviously, with health and safety and stuff, obviously, but don't be listening to companies saying, "Well, you shouldn't be offering this. You shouldn't be doing that, or you should only do this because we offer it." No, piss off. Like, get in the bin.
Mhm, mhm.
Listen
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
yourself,
Yeah. Yeah.
listen to what gives you joy, gives you happiness. Yes, you'll go through a couple of months of trial by fire. Yes, you will be asked for every single thing under the planet. Yes, you will do them, but it will make you into a better person as a nail tech eventually in the long run, because then you will know what you love to do and what you are strong at initially, which will then get you the clients. And then you can you can work on whatever else you want to. You can expand and be like, actually, I quite fancy offering mini bits of nail art, like tiny little micro nail art. I want to offer that. I'm going to practice that. I'm going to get a couple of models in. Oh my God, I love that. I really want to do more of that. This is how you build on it. You
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
you don't have
It
to do
just, it will
everything all
happen slowly. It will just kind of evolve
the time.
itself.
And if you want to niche down and just be that person that does, like, I don't know, like mold nails or something, you just want to do mold on nails constantly, you do that. That's
Hmm.
cracking. If you can make a good living, if you can make a good income and get the clients in that just want mold on their nails, crack on. You do that. But just
That's
remember,
very neat.
I know, but but you don't, that's what I mean, is that if you're able to get people in just for
Hmm.
that,
Hmm.
amazing, awesome sauce. You are boss in life. But don't worry if you don't find your niche. It
Hmm.
can be a
Yeah.
Venn
Yeah. Yeah.
diagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can just
Yeah.
be a mix match of different things that you love
Mhm,
all
mhm,
together.
mhm.
And you can just
Yeah, that's it. Don't let the kind of niching down conversation stress you out, and like don't get so like hung up on it that you're like, oh, I have to do it and I have to kind of put myself in a box.
yeah.
No,
Because I mean,
no.
remember, there's always people that are going to like vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, chocolate ice cream. But there's also going to be the ones that like chunky monkey and fish food and all of that kind of ice cream that have got 8 million things all added into it. There's something for everybody.
Mhm, mhm. That's it. If you're sitting there thinking, but I love doing everything. I love doing everything and
You
I
do
wanna
that.
offer everything. Do it. Do it.
You absolutely do that. And please tell me how to do it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it from us.
Mic drop.
I've run out of words. I've said too many words and I've run out now.
Thank you very much for joining us, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, give us a like, thumbs up, share with your friends, all the things. Do all the
And
things that
sorry
we
if we
know
were
you
a bit
should do.
confusing.
Um, no, I mean, if this if
We
this
just
isn't your first time here, you'll know that we always are. We will be back next week with something equally as chaotic, equally as confusing, and cats coming out of jumpers. So thanks.